I just wanted to share with you quickly a tool called Google Jamboard. It's part of the Google Suite. It's an interactive whiteboard and it's pretty user-friendly, so I want to share it with you. So here I am on the Google page. I am logged in to my OCPS with my OCPS credentials. Notice I'm also logged in to Chrome with my OCPS credentials. That's not a requirement for Jamboard, but it's just a good practice to be in anytime you're doing anything with OCPS content, to make sure that you are, especially with Big Blue Button, make sure you're logged into both of those using your OCPS credentials. Okay, so here we are on the Google page. I go to the Google waffle and moving myself out of the way. I go to the Google and I'm scrolling down and I'm looking for this icon, which is Jamboard. Once I go to Jamboard, I have 2 Jamboards there already. One is a practice that I am hopefully going to be working with my 3rd grade teachers on. And this is one from a training that I went to previously from the DCTL trainings. Thank you, Nancy. So that's where I learned about Jamboard and fell in love with it. So here we go. This is my home site for my Jamboards. These are owned by anyone. I can also filter that by owned by me and not owned by me. I can create a new Jamboard right here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And when I create that Jamboard, it's going to move me to the page for my new Jamboard. Notice a couple of things. I have the Jamboard icon right here, and that will take me back home. This Jamboard is right now untitled. So I'm going to write practice 2. We have some indicators up here across the top. This is page 1 of 1 right now. However, you can expand it so this Jamboard can have multiple pages, which is really handy, especially when working with kids, because you can have a different page for each conversation that you're having or discussion or interaction you'd like to have. I wanted to talk a bit about the sharing before we get into it so that you can see how to share your Jamboard and who has access to it. Right now, there's a link to share it, and that is accessible only by collaborators. Right now, this is private, but I'm going to change that and choose anyone with the link can access, and that access is edit. And I'm also going to save those settings. And now it tells me that anyone who has the link can edit, which is great. That's what I was hoping for. I'm going to hide this. Down here, it says prevent editors from changing access and adding new people. When I'm working with students in particular, I'm going to select that so that other people can't be added to the board. I'm going to save changes and say done. And now my Jamboard's ready for me. We have lots of different options here. There are backgrounds to choose. We have a dot page. We also have lined pages like notebook paper and different grids. We also have some solid colors as well. So you have lots of different options there. There are options down the side. You have a little menu here. I'm going to choose first the sticky note, and this is the kind of a post-it note variety. You can choose different colors for your sticky note. So kids could be working on sticky notes and you can drag them around once they're on the board. Once the student has finished typing their sticky note, they can then be dragged around and organized. You can go back in and edit. You can also duplicate, so you can choose different colors. Perhaps changing the colors might be something that helps with organization or categorizing, classifying. You can also add an image. So this is going to take me to either my Google Drive or Google Search, lots of different options. That's going to take me to my images, and I'm going to choose, for example, let's say that I am centering this Jamboard on idea getting, and a light bulb is often an icon that we use in class when we're doing idea getting. So the students might throw their ideas up on this Jamboard. We also have a laser. So you can use the laser to highlight things, and then the laser will go away quickly. So that's an option that you have when you're interactively discussing your Jamboard. You can also draw And you have options for your pen or your paintbrush. So you have that option as well. And you have an eraser that goes with that, so you can erase those. So when you're the arrow, you can choose the elements that are on the board, but the writing is not one of the elements that you can choose with the arrow. So just FYI. You can then add another page to your board, and that page can have a different background or the same background, whatever you'd like. And it can also be clear of a background. And that's a Jamboard. So it will stay there for you, which is really, really nice. Let me see right here. You can, when it is finished, you can download it as a PDF. You can also save it, the frame as an image. You can do a couple of different things there. You can download it as a PDF here, but you could also go back to your Jamboard home. And when you're there, you can click here and download it as a PDF. Just because it takes a minute, I already downloaded this one, which is one from a training that I attended. And this is what it looks like when it's been downloaded. So it's a PDF, and it shows all the pages of the Jamboard. I'm pretty sure. Yes, it shows all the pages of the Jamboard. Sorry, it took a minute for it to catch up with itself. So, and those are from a training that I attended. Oh, sorry, that's my phone. Sorry about that. Okay, I gotta go because my phone's ringing, and that's all. So have fun with Jamboard.